All right, y'all. I told y'all I'm doing 2 shout outs this week, and I'm doing them separately because I think both of these queens deserve that. So if you missed the other one, make sure you go back and check out my shout out to Regina King. But this shout out goes to Queen Lucia Harris, or as it seems like people more commonly called her, Lucy. Simply stated, Miss Harris is one of the greatest basketball players of all time. I'm gonna run down for y'all real quick what I learned about her from watching a documentary on YouTube after her passing. And this documentary came out 6 months ago. And I saw some stuff on there that's been out there 3 years ago, 11 years ago. So it's been stuff out there about her. But unfortunately, death is quite possibly one of the best marketing tools. So many great people we don't learn about their true greatness until they pass. But let me run down for you just some of the things real quick that I learned about her. She was born in Minter City, Mississippi. So she's a Mississippi native, just like me. She grew up idolizing Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, and her favorite was Oscar Robinson. She went to Amanda Elsie High School, and that hit me because I've coached against Amanda Elsie and didn't even know this part of that school's history. She dominated there and said that she would have gone to Alcorn State, but they didn't have a women's team at the time. So she ended up going to Delta State, and this is in the 70s. Okay. At Delta State, she won 3 back-to-back-to-back national titles. After losing in the first year, it came up short and going to the national tournament by 1 game. And she said her and the teammates said, never again. She went on to score the first basket in Olympic history for a women's team for the United States when they added basketball for the women to the Olympics. If that's not impressive enough with that resume, at that time being arguably the greatest women's player in the country at that time, she did this while having bipolar disorder, which she says didn't really present itself until she stopped playing. Oh, that ball is therapy, man. That ball is therapy. Now, as y'all have seen, a lot of publications are focusing on the fact that she was drafted by the NBA. Now, I've seen some say she was the first, some say she was the second. I think that key word is first to be officially drafted by the NBA. Because it seems to me like there was another lady who was drafted, but her draft status was voided or something like that. So Miss Lucy, uh, she ended up being the first one officially drafted. She was drafted by the New Orleans Hornets. I mean, excuse me, New Orleans Hornets. Look at me, New Orleans Jazz. But she said she didn't go to the trial because she felt like it was a publicity stunt, and playing against men is different than playing against women. She was 6'3", which for a woman that's towering. You know what I'm saying? Seems like tall women just seem extra tall. You know what I'm saying? But of course, if she would have gone to the NBA and she was a post player and a dominant post player in the women's game, of course, that's guard height in the NBA. So she kind of saw the play. She kind of saw what they were doing. Uh, and also, she was starting a family. Keep that in mind for a little later. She was starting a family. Uh, I also saw some publications say that she didn't go to the trial because she was pregnant. Uh, whatever the case is, she moved on. Okay, so I see even in the documentary that I saw, the tagline they had on there was about her being uh drafted into the NBA. I don't even think that's the greatest part of her story. You know what I'm saying? Her just being a trailblazer and her dominance as a player. Uh, if you watch her clips, she's nice down on that block. She's nice. You understand? But then all this stuff she just overcame to be great. You know what I'm saying? And to have this greatness right here under our nose in Mississippi, that's something that just hit me. But getting back to this rundown, she said that after playing days, she had a nervous breakdown and she had to come back home and went and became a coach at Amanda Elsie. So again, hearing that, I'm like, damn, she played for him, she coached. Like shit, I was there amongst greatness was in that gym, and I didn't even know it. I should have known about her, man. I should have known about her. She said that kind of helped her get herself back together to coach. Now, remember, I said she focused on starting a family, and look at what her kids did. She got a lawyer. She got 2 doctorates. 2 of her kids got doctorates, and another one got a master's. And she said all of them were athletes. A lawyer, 2 doctorates, and a master's. Fuck wrong with you? This woman is legendary, bro. And she went on, and on top of all of this, she went on to become the first woman inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame. And y'all know if you watch the Hall of Fame inductions, you know that you are presented by somebody. She was presented by and escorted by her favorite player, the Big O, Oscar Robertson. I got the documentary down in the description. If you can just put a name in the YouTube and it'll come up like the first hit. I got choked up watching. Being a lifelong resident of Mississippi, and you watch her talk, you know she one of us from here in Mississippi. Humble lady, uh, great Mississippi charm. Now remind you of somebody in your family. And they call this mini documentary that they did on her. And it's the New York Times that did this documentary. The New York Times, the most respected, the most reputable paper in our country, put this together on this lady. They debuted it at the Tribeca Film Festival. This woman is legendary, and I'm just now knowing about her, like many of you, because I saw it on my timeline. Even had a real one reach out to me and said, "Yo, first you gonna do something on it." I told you already know. Shout out to that king. But I saw a lot of other people saying, "Damn, I'm just now learning about her." Nah, that pisses me off. But I gotta do a better job of seeking out the legends right here under our nose, where I'm from. You gotta do the same thing. And I know I got real ones around the world that fuck with me. You know what I'm talking about? So I ain't talking about just folks in Mississippi. Wherever you are from, let the story of Queen Lusia Harris motivate you to seek out and find out information about the real ones, these legendary people who are right there from where you're from, who might not get the credit they deserve, whose stories are not really told. That's why I got my other show called Everybody Got a Story. And in the tagline for it, I say that I'm doing it to give a platform to those people who have an extraordinary story, but they ordinarily wouldn't have a chance to tell their story in great detail. Now, on that show, I started with the folks that I know, you know what I'm saying? Because they have great stories. But I'm going to branch out. I've already talked to my wife about this, talked to my partners about this. I want to find these stories all around us, these stories all around you. I don't want this to happen again. I don't want to just have to learn about somebody so incredible like this woman when they pass away. Because I want to be able to say to a person like her, thank you, ma'am. She the kind of person I would have wanted my daughter to meet. You understand? Because not only was she a great athlete, obviously she's a great mother that stressed education to her children. Look at what her children did. My God. Well educated children. Look at what she did in overcoming bipolar disorder. This woman's story is a story of perseverance. It's a story of absolute greatness. They called her the queen of basketball. And her story is right here under my nose. So I'm not going to let her passing be in vain. Gonna give it purpose. Gonna give it purpose. Queen Lucia Harris, you motivating me to seek out the great people like you whose stories are not being properly amplified. Like I said, this doc dropped 6 months ago. That shit should have been, it ain't got 1 million views yet. For a story like that, all this bullshit out here, a story like that, yeah, 650,000 views. Story like that should have been at 10 mil. Because it's amazing. We need that. People from struggle, people from these downtrodden areas. If y'all don't know, my real ones from around the country and around the world, if y'all don't know, I should have done a better job. Amanda L's at high school in Mentor City, the place where she from Mississippi Delta. The Mississippi Delta. Mississippi Delta is one of the poorest regions in all of this country. The Mississippi Delta's economic struggles go all the way back to the end of slavery. Like it's the one region of Mississippi that's a majority black region because the land is so fertile and so many enslaved Africans were brought to that area to farm. You know what I'm saying? So once slavery ended, went straight to sharecropping. Shit, her parents were sharecroppers. So a lot of lack of opportunity up there to this day. And so you had this crown jewel of a person come from that place. You know what I'm saying? Crown, this special, legendary woman coming from that place. That story got to be fucking amplified, bro. Stories like that are around us. Greatness, greatness, greatness. And we need that because we need that motivation. I know I do. Motherfuckers always shitting on where I'm from in Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Everywhere around this country, motherfuckers shit on Mississippi. Everybody think that we just shit. They think of Mississippi, they think of Emmett Till. They think of Meg Elvis getting shot. They think of James Meredith and Ole Miss. You know what I'm saying? They think of lack of education and poverty. You know what I'm talking about? And then I can narrow it down to my hometown, Canton. They think of crack and they think of murder. You know what I'm saying? So we need these inspirational stories. We ain't gotta go outside. You don't have. I don't give a fuck where you from. I don't give a fuck you from Memphis. You from Texas. I got real ones there. I got real one Canada. I got real one Nigeria, South Africa, California, wherever the fuck you from. Maybe your city popping, but you come from the fucked up part of town. I'm telling you right now, it's something special there as well. Queen Lusia Harris shows you that. This queen was special. So let her motivate you to go find those special people where you're from. Because the queen of basketball is from my home state of Mississippi. Real ones, I appreciate y'all fucking with me as always. Please send one up for your boy. I tested positive for COVID today, which I contracted from my daughter who tested positive earlier in the week. She contracted it at school. She wears her mask all the time, but let's just say she goes to a school in which many of the other people around her don't value masks. I have some other thoughts on that on another video. But she's doing well. She's fully vaccinated. I'm fully vaccinated and boosted. And we're feeling great. I did my whole workout today. So just, still send one up for your boy. Cause it's more so mentally right here that I'm mad as hell. You know what I'm saying? But appreciate y'all because I already know y'all down with me. But please continue to stick with us. Please follow me across all social media platforms that's on y'all see it down there in the description. All those, follow me there. Also put it on some across all social media platforms that's on Twitter, PIOS_100. That's on Facebook, put it on some. That's on Instagram, put it on some. And please check out Statement Tees. That Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear makes a statement. I got my official trademark document from the United States government, as I think I said previously. So we officially a name brand. So make sure y'all fuck with Statement Tees and be out on the lookout for everything we got dropping this year, from music to all the shows across the channel. Told y'all this channel will be the Amazon, the Walmart of Black culture. And that's going to be because of you. And of course, God. You know what I'm talking about. But I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. As always. One. My kids wanted me to tell y'all to make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me across all social media platforms, like the videos, and share them. Did I forget anything?
And turn on the post notifications.
Y'all heard them. And also, visit Statement Tees, LLC.com and shop with us. That's Statement Tees. Every t-shirt you wear
makes a statement.